All right, Kentucky and Mississippi State in the SEC next up. We've got Kentucky 3.5-point road favorites, 46 being the total here in this game. This one is interesting. Mississippi State's not a team I'm all that excited about. And, of course, we saw them lose to Auburn for 27-13 over the weekend. Auburn with the wire-to-wire point spread cover. Mississippi State's been a fade for me all year. If you've been betting against Mississippi State, you're doing well. They're 1-6 against the spread their last 7 games, 2-6 against the spread overall. Kentucky on the flip side coming off a 33-27 loss to Tennessee, a back-and-forth game. Their defense all of a sudden needs to be talked about. It's really fallen off. 51 to Georgia, 38 to Missouri, 33 allowed to Joe Milton and the Vols last week. Not what you want to see. And another thing, too, about Kentucky's defense is they've really been had trouble against the pass. And it's a Mississippi State team that, this moron coach here, Arnett, took them out of the air raid, so they're not throwing it as much as they used to under the dearly departed Mike Leach. But I don't know, 46 feels like I can only look over right now with the way Kentucky's defense has just fallen off right now. And I know Mississippi State's had some issues on the offensive side of the football. Last 2 weeks, they've struggled against Auburn and Arkansas. But against this team, they might be able to do a little bit more damage. Mike Wright, though, at quarterback's been sketchy. I will say that. Yeah. And that's the problem right now with it. So I would lean Kentucky if I had to, but, they're not in great. I know I don't want Mississippi State. Let's put it that way. So either bet Kentucky or you pass the game, in my opinion, and I lean over. We'll have to see if Will Rogers can come back from that arm injury. Obviously, he helps the Mississippi State offense quite a bit if he's able to play, but that he's questionable as of right now. What do you think here, C-Mac?
Yeah, the Mississippi State defense kind of came back. I was just shocked. Arkansas the week before, that was just like, hey, now that was just like the worst game I'd seen in a long time out of a team like Arkansas, especially with Mississippi State, who I just saw like a week before that, like Western Michigan, it was right, or I don't know who it was, give up 35 points, 300 yards. And last week, Peyton Thorne, my guy who can't really throw it, he throws for 230 and 3 TDs. If I would have known that, man, I would have laid it with Auburn. We were talking about shit, because I haven't seen Peyton Thorne do that in a while. You're right, though. With Wright, it's, I don't know. The offense is tough. He can run it a little bit. He doesn't have a great arm. He's inaccurate. Kentucky needs to win this game because they play Alabama. I think it's South Carolina. They have another tough one to end the year. Okay, they might not. They better win one of these down the stretch. Oh, it's Louisville to end the year. Kentucky, Louisville. There you go. Yeah, I just don't want it though. Right now I'm off, and I don't want this total either. This one was next.